Feeling temporary is a permanent problem. Feeling like I'll never win, and my problems I can't solve them. And when the chips are down and no one is around, when push comes to shove, all I do is pray to God above.
So I'm out here in Herald Square today. Just sold 2 tickets to my show at SOPs, and just out here. I've been out crazy on this grind right now. I'm having to use the MTA and public transportation because my license got suspended. So I had to do what I had to do to make stuff happen, and I'm out here on foot, on train, on bus, doing it by any means possible and necessary. It's been a lot going on lately, and I just felt like it was time to check in with people to kind of be honest about what's going on, because sometimes you see the end result of all the work that I put into things, but you don't see the back end of what's going into it. And I check in a lot to let people know, but it's, you know, it's not what it looks like. And sometimes artists end up getting on because of the smoke and the mirrors, and then they stay on because of the smoke and the mirrors. And I just want to let people know that it's just smoke and mirrors. Like, it's not glamorous, but if it's what you want to do, you don't have a choice. And so you just gotta put in the work. So this weekend I was out in New Jersey with my stylist, and shout out to Jocelyn Pizarro. But I definitely had negative $19 in my bank account all weekend, and I had to sell enough CDs and tickets to get myself home. It's just what it is right now, and it's, you know, it's all I'm willing to do. I won't get a quote-unquote real job right now. It's like, oh, just get a 9 to 5, but when this is what you wake up every day thinking about, and what you go to sleep every night doing, dreaming about, eating, breathing, sleeping, you don't have any other choice. You know, you just wake up and it's like, all right, what can I make happen today?
'Cause what you give to me is so much more than any love that I've ever had before. You're like my heartbeat, you're the air I breathe, you become my lifeline, please stay with me. You're like my heartbeat, and I can't survive without you by my side. Please stay with me. And sometimes I fall short.
Hello, you're in the video. Yo, go listen to this album. It's ridiculously amazing. I'm just warning you right now. I'm warning you that you're gonna be hooked.
So yesterday I sold 3 tickets for my show at SOPs, and it ended up being at the Cutting Room Studios. It's just doors keep opening up, and you realize that when you're willing to put in the work and make the sacrifices, that the doors will open, and you end up being in the right places and seeing the right people. And what I really realized is that you end up seeing some of the same people a lot. Today when I was getting off the bus, the bus driver stopped me and he was like, "Yo, you were at E-Man's studio in the South Bronx last year." I was like, I was working on this. And he recognized me, and I gave him a copy of the album and stuff, but it's incredible. And it's so hard, and it's exhausting. And there are days that I don't know how I'm gonna make it through the day. But I know this is all I want. And I know there's so many people that believe in me and believe in what I'm doing, that I don't have a choice anymore, because this is so much bigger than me. And I I want to share some of the truth about it because I feel like people see it and they think it's easy, and it's not easy, but it's worth it, you know. And I get to talk to kids about my music and share my music with children, and I love being able to hand this album to kids and see me and when this started and when this really got planted in my heart. It was before this even happened, and like to be able to talk to kids and tell them you can do this, you know. But then as adults we tell kids that their dreams can come true and that they can do whatever they want. And then as they get older, we start planting those cautionary seeds where we're like, well, go to college and go do something practical, and so the conversation starts to change. So, you know, I've realized that I wanted to have these conversations with children to say that it can happen, but it's going to take a lot of work. And I think that sometimes as adults we talk ourselves out of our dreams, we talk children out of their dreams, we allow surviving to stop us from thriving. And we're not born to just wake up, go to a job, and pay bills and struggle and try and pay student loans back that won't give you a job. I'm overqualified. I have 2 master's degrees. Understand that everything I am doing is a choice. I have a master's in business administration and a master's in management. My undergrad's in political science and pre-law. I'm not a dummy. I'm not a stupid person, super educated, but this is a choice. Part of the reason I was so educated was because I had people around me telling me, go to college, it's the right thing to do, it's the right thing to do. It wasn't the right thing to do for me. I learned a lot, and I take all of the business skills that I learned in college with me today to do with what I'm doing with music, but it made my plan B turn into my plan A. Okay, so I think this is my 2nd or 3rd vision board, and it's been awesome to see all the things that I put on my old ones have come true. So now I'm trying to make some new stuff happen in my life with my music. This is the name of my next project, and I just came across it the other day, but I made it in like 2012 or 2013, so I guess it's been part of my vision longer than I realized. A lot of them are different places in the world. I want to travel the world through music, and I want to be able to make a lot of money so that I can save lives and heal people through the power of music. And I want to go back to Paris, and I want to go to Africa, and I want to tell my story through singing. And I think that's it. Yeah. Meanwhile, my plan A, which was always music, got put on the back burner. I don't even want to get a job with what I went to school for. All I want to do is music. That's all I think about all day long. How I'm gonna do it. How I'm gonna make it happen. How am I gonna keep paying rent? Like a lot of people know that back in 2011, when I first did my first project, that I lived out of my car and I was homeless. And I can't lie, I'm at a point now where I'd rather live out of my car and do what I'm doing than try and keep up with my rent right now, because I just don't see the point. Like, I see the point in my purpose, and I see the point in my passion, and I feel it every time I hit a stage or connect with someone through my music. But I don't know. It's not that I don't want a home. Where would you get that impression? But like, for what? What's it worth if I can't do what I love? If I wake up every day and I have to sacrifice my passion to survive, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just it's hard, but it's not. If I tell myself it's hard, it is hard. So I tell myself every day that it's easy and what I'm destined to do. And when you wake up every day and you tell yourself that, it becomes your truth. And it becomes a lot easier when you stop telling yourself, you know, I was just talking about this with someone yesterday, everything that he was going through, every sentence he ended with, it's so tough. And it was like, dude, you're telling yourself it's tough. Of course it's going to be tough if that's what you keep telling yourself. And our actions in the world that we live in become manifested from the thoughts that we think and the words that we speak. So you have to be really careful with the words that you're speaking to yourself and how you talk to yourself. and make sure that the truth that you're speaking to yourself is not perpetuating the struggle or continuing the struggle. Like, tell yourself it's gonna be okay. Tell yourself you're gonna get through it, because I promise you that worrying is not productive. It doesn't help you do anything. It doesn't help you accomplish anything. It just leaves you stagnant and in the same place. And it leaves you feeling like defeated before you've even done anything. So we're gonna take a little walk today, and you're gonna see a little bit of a day in the life of my life and what I do in real time instead of just on Instagram time. But yeah, this is my everyday. But every day I get to connect with nature, and I get to connect with people, and I get to see the world in a totally different way that I never would if I was sitting behind a desk or working a job that I hated, or living someone else's dream, you know, working hard for someone else's dream. I can't live like that anymore, and I refuse to live like that anymore. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I can continue to live on my own terms, because I've come too far now. So we're gonna take a walk.
Well, I'm pointing my finger, but it's pointing back at me. And I try not to judge, cause I know the past me. All I wanna do is right, but it all goes wrong. And I'm not that weak, but I guess I'm not that strong.
Hi. I'm in the neighborhood, so I wanted to say service. It's good to see you.
So we're here at Funkadelic Studios, which is actually where the official listen-in launch was for Journey of a GemInEye. It was right in this room, actually. And Funkadelic's been a big part of my journey. I first met them, I did a battle of the bands at Parkside Lounge on Houston